Okay. I'm also going to power down my computer.
Can you hear me? I'm currently trying to get my phone hooked up.
Hello, hello. Can you
I
hear
still
us?
don't have it hooked up and you're still talking.
Ah.
I think it's going from my desktop audio, not my mic. I'm sorry, I'm doing this on a laptop.
That's
I don't know what
amazing.
happened.
And hello, hello, my friend Goose. How are you doing today? Itzy. Hello, Itzy.
Hi, Itsy. I don't know if you can hear me or not.
Um, tell me if y'all can hear Prim, but Prim says hello, especially to Itzy.
I'm talking, I don't hear myself.
Anyway, we were just talking about how we are on vacation right now, but that we missed y'all so much that we just had to come and see you all. Um, Prim and I have had just a bit to drink.
You've not had anything. Yes, you have.
I have had some to drink, yes, thank you.
Okay,
What is happening?
My mic was muted. If you're still here, Itsy, bye. Thank you for coming.
Anyway, let's go back to talking about our vacation. We've been pretty much resort hopping as well as in here at all.
Oh god, that sounds terrible. Anyway, get the door. Get the door. One moment. Tell them to come back in an hour. Sorry, guys. Hmm? Yeah. Sorry, housekeeping's here. Yeah, my mic is all messed up. I don't know why it's like this. I'm sorry, I'm doing this on the laptop in Disney World.
That way?
We're trying.
What just happened?
I have no idea.
It is very Is it just Prim?
It's my mic. My mic sounds horrid.
What is going on with your mic?
Lord knows.
Can they hear me?
I don't know. Hang on.
I guess this is.
Is that any better?
I,
I
gue-
unplugged my mic completely.
I guess this is the Psycho Show. Hello, everyone. This is the most.
Baby, this sounds terrible.
It is very scuff. What is going on? Oh, mine's very quiet. Let me see if I can do something about that.
It's always stuff when it's me muted.
ah. mm. Okay, sorry. One more time. Hello, everyone. My name is Psycho. I'm going to try to speak a little bit louder. Meanwhile, Prim is going to try to adjust my mic. Um, for some reason, her mic is just being very crunchy. I don't know exactly what is happening, but we are trying to deal with some technical difficulties at this time. Um,
I mean, we did not prepare for this.
yes, this was absolutely the most last minute stream that you could ever think.
It's not mean if it's right. I'm so sorry. We had to plug into the same laptop because Psycho's laptop is garbage. And I forgot to change the latency again. So that's why there's no sound and then there's sound and then there's no sound. We didn't prepare for this. I literally were sitting by the pool and I was like, hey, want to stream? Is that why? Is that what I sound like? I'm watching on my phone, make sure it's working. It's not touchscreen anymore. Okay, what? Ow! I bumped heads with Psycho. Anyway, how's your guys' day going? I don't know what he's doing. Sai hasn't said anything, that's why you can't hear him. That's you. Wait, is that you? No, that's me. I tried to change it. Hang on. I'm about to fix it, I promise. Anyway, your foot hurts. I'm so sorry, Goose. That's what I'm doing, darling. Darling. That's what you always like to say. Okay, try that now.
How do I sound now? Do I sound good? Hopefully that has solved a little bit of the
Did
problem.
I fix it? I'm so sorry. I'm so out of it right now.
Oh no. Goose's foot hurts. I'm so sorry that your foot hurts. Um, I don't know if it is muscle pain or if it's some kind of injury, but hopefully you keep that thing elevated and you keep it, you know.
You're very quiet. I can hear you on my phone, but I think that's just your mic because every time you are on anything, your mic is very quiet. So he just needs a new mic. But We'll get that later.
And the stream has officially started, and we are only a couple minutes
30
in.
minutes in.
We're only 30 minutes in, and the stream has officially
Is that a
started.
new record?
That is a new record. I don't know if it's for longest time or anyway. So, Prim, we've been here about a week now. You've went to pretty much every park. We've went to go eat at some very, very fabulous places. Um, what would you say would be the best part of the trip so far?
Uh, honestly, I don't know. I really like roller coasters, but Splash Mountain is closed, and
There,
Rock and Roller Coaster's closed, and there's a virtual queue, whatever, for Cosmic Rewind, so you can only ride it so many times a day. If you buy it, you can ride it once, and then if you get in the queue, if you happen to get in the queue, you can ride it once. So we got to ride it twice because of that. Um, we got to ride Tron twice because we got in the queue and we bought it.
oh my God, Tron is a nightmare. I will say, if you are a large calf or thighed individual, such as me and Prim,
I have big thighs, and it was just uncomfortable because you're sitting like on a bike, but it's like it's weird. It's like a motorcycle. I don't have a motorcycle. I don't know. That's what they told me it's like.
it's not like a motorcycle. The way that
It
you,
wasn't uncomfortable or pain. It was uncomfortable. It wasn't painful for me. It was painful for Psycho because his calves are not squishy like fat. They are muscle. So he was having to completely compress down his muscles, and it was causing him a lot of pain.
I could feel my heartbeat through my legs.
He looked at me and he said, "How long is this ride? I need it to be over."
It was 2.5 minutes. I will say though, after the initial takeoff, the time went by very fast. The adrenaline really helped, but that first little bit where they're kind of setting up for the ride or whatever, excruciating.
Because it's just the initial. I mean, once you get on the ride, you're going so fast you don't even think about it, and then it stops and it immediately like lets go. So
Yes, and I will say that I thought it was good. It kind of was a very short, better version of Space Mountain for any of y'all that have.
Cosmic Rewind was the superior version of Space Mountain. Space Mountain gives me a migraine.
Oh yeah, I do not. I'm not a fan of. I'm a fan of the rest of the mountains, but Space Mountain.
Indeed, thick thigh and calf struggles. Indeed.
Oh my gosh, it is such a struggle. But you see, the difference is that like when you have calves that are just so much muscle, and then you try to have a metal rod push them down.
It is. It's just a little metal rod that just kind of comes over your calf to hold it in place so you don't move, and it just sits there. And with Psycho, it was like pushing his muscles down, and it was so fun. It was funny. It wasn't funny, but it was funny.
She was having a good time. I was crying.
The
But
cast member
anyway,
said, "Are you sure you're okay? We can help you. Are you sure you're okay?" And he was like, "No, I can make it. I can make it. I want to ride this. I can make it." And then we get off the ride and we're walking away and we see two normal roller coaster seats at the back of the cart.
that I
And
believe
he
would
looked at
be
it
for people
and
like
he
me.
said, "Is
Or
that for people that can't sit on the motorcycle correctly?" And I said, "Probably." He said, "I am furious."
ah, so I think I decided that if I go back, that is what I will be doing. I will be requesting the back seats, and I will be having a wonderful time.
But we did get to sit on the front, just completely by chance. Hello, Aiden. Is that how you say your name?
Aiden, how are you, darling? We were just talking about our vacation.
And
Now I will
Psycho
say,
struggles.
and my struggles with my massive calves and thighs.
Your thighs aren't that big.
My thighs aren't that big compared to yours, but my thighs are quite large compared to just a random person.
You don't know the struggle till you have to buy a different size pant to fit over your thigh, but then you have to wear a belt because your stomach's not big enough.
What do you mean? You're looking at me like that's not the problem that I live with.
You just have a big butt.
Okay, not everything. At some point, if you start just saying everything on me is big, it's going to start hurting my feelings.
I don't want to hear it. Yesterday, my face is very sunburned. I am very pale, very easy for me to get sunburned. My face is very sunburned. I didn't bring a hat because I'm stupid. So I asked Psycho, can I wear his one hat that he brought? And I put it on and it didn't fit. And he said, it's because your head's so big. And then he proceeded to tell me that. He said, you could be wearing a hat, but your head's too big. You could have wore a hat today. Your head's too big, though. So I do not want to hear it from
I
someone that
also
almost made me
said
cry at Disney World.
I also said that it was because of how floofy your hair was. I did not just say you had a large
I
head.
just got most of my hair cut off, and it's not that fluffy.
Your hair is very fluffy. The way that you've been styling it is just very fluffy. Anyway, that's besides the point. We really enjoyed the Cosmic Rewind because, I mean, first off, it was Guardians of the Galaxy themed. It had a pretty good story. It had old-fashioned rock and roll.
Aiden said being thick is a good thing. I agree.
Being thick is a good thing. I myself am quite thick.
I'm thick in too many places, though. I'm thick in my belly and my thighs. It's not just my thighs, like, it's too much.
Darling,
But whatever.
you are the most beautiful creature I've ever seen. And you're thick in all the right places. Anyway, back to our
Well,
discussion. I know that you were actually very excited for Cosmic Rewind, mostly because your favorite little Marvel thing happens to be Guardians of the Galaxy.
yes. My favorite character is Drax.
But you do quite enjoy Baby Groot.
I like Baby Groot just in the typical female fashion of he's adorable. I love Drax because he's hilarious and I relate to him.
Ah,
I
yes.
don't pick up on social cues and I don't pick up on sarcasm. I struggle with that a lot. And so I get it.
Thank you,
Not
Aiden.
Aiden gassing me up in the comments.
Get him, Aiden. Get him. Get him. Yes,
That's my everyday struggle, Goose. I want to wear thigh highs, but I cannot. But that is very, very cute that you made a strawberry cow costume. I love that.
we did. I showed you, I think it was that I saw it on Twitter. There is a company that makes thick thigh highs. I don't know exactly what the company is right now, or else I would definitely, you know,
I've seen those before, but it's like the typical like plus size things. Regular sizes quotations get all these cute designs, and plus size has this very standard dynamic. It's all the same. It's all the cold shoulder tops and stuff like that. And it's the same with the thigh highs. Like I want the cute fishnets and stuff. I have fishnets that fit, thankfully, but I want stuff like that, like the cute rose designs and all that, and it doesn't happen for thick people.
I thought they had some cute designs. I showed you a couple of them that I thought would look cute on you.
I don't remember. Honestly, probably wasn't paying attention. We have to show it. We have to find it for Goose now.
Goose, I will find it just for you, and I will post it on Twitter or something.
I have friends that are short and skinny and also struggle. I know it's not just the dynamic of, oh, if you're too big. I know it's both ways. Everyone struggles. Society sucks.
Ah, we have more people that are on the Can't Reach the Top Shelf crew. Hello. Hmm.
I will go reach that top shelf right now. Try me.
You cannot reach that top shelf.
Yeah, see, Goose gets it.
I mean,
I'm
listen,
gonna reach the top shelf. Hang on.
she's going to go reach the top
I don't know
shelf.
if my headphones will reach.
Her headphones will not reach. She's going to try.
Hang on.
She's taking off her headphones to reach the top shelf.
I reached it.
She touched the top. She touched the shelf and said that was her reaching it.
If you put something up there, I probably couldn't get it, but I could reach it.
Okay, let's go. Let's have a competition. I have a water bottle right here.
God.
Do
That
you,
is not fair. That is one of the tiny water bottles.
I can go get a bigger water bottle.
Is someone knocking on our door?
I don't, they're just small children outside of our door. Well, I guess we are at Disney World. Anyway, I have put a water bottle on the top shelf.
He's
And
put a water bottle up there and I have to get it now.
oh, there's just some small children yelling outside our door. That's great. Anyway, I will be putting it there. I would like for you to try to pick it up.
Oh
Just get
gosh.
it off that top shelf, and I will
Hang
no
on.
longer make fun of you for today.
I'm giving Psycho my headphones.
I am now holding her headphones. She's reaching. She's reaching. She's celebrating because with the very tips of her fingers, she managed to grab it. We have a winner.
I'm the winner.
Primrose has picked up. It's quite interesting. I did not think she was actually going to do it.
I'm trying to put some of my
I,
things
I
away.
can't promise that I'm never going to make fun of her for being short. I mean, I'm almost half a foot taller than her. I have to make fun of her for that.
I have a phone charger in my laptop bag. Where has that been?
She still got the bottle.
This is
If
my goose. This is the best.
to go back to what Aiden said, the sizing industry is weird because
Very weird.
the thing I think that every single company should have a standardized size, if for nothing else, just for bras.
I think they should have more in-depth sizes for bras.
I would just rather it be that if I go to a company and I get a B cup bra, or more realistically, a double D or triple D bra for you, Prim, that I know whether or not it's going to fit you. Because one time
That's
I
what I
got you
wish.
one and it was exactly the size that she wears, but it didn't fit her because it was from a company that sizes them down for, I guess, for smaller breasted women to think that they have triple D breast. I don't know why you would size down triple D.
My best friend in high school was supposedly a double D, and I was a double D, and our breasts were immensely different sizes. But she would shop for bras at Victoria's Secret, and I would shop at Target or something. You know what I mean? I couldn't afford that. So, yeah, it was always very, very different, and I never understood it. I think there needs to be more sizes in the smaller realm, and I think there needs to be more sizes in the bigger realm. And I think we need to stop the whole plus size, regular size thing.
I think.
Because
Oh,
I have tiny friends that can only wear like kid size clothing, and no 24-year-old woman wants to walk around wearing a rainbow unicorn shirt most of the time. They may, but you know what I mean.
you know what? If I ever end up making psycho clothing, I'm going to make it in ridiculous sizes too.
We love Target. I've never had a good experience in Victoria's Secret.
I don't know.
I think
Target
we need
seems so
to.
judgy, not from the people that work there. They always seem so nice. But for some reason, people will go to the plus size section and judge you. Like this entire store, the whole premise of it is that it sells outside
That's why I
ranges.
don't think we need the plus size, regular size. I think we just need to tune what we have and make it all one inclusive line of clothing. That's
Yes,
what I think we need to do. It's not going to happen because that would kind of defeat a lot of stuff. See, Aiden gets it. I've never walked into Victoria's Secret and felt nice about myself.
honestly, Victoria's Secret is a toxic organization. I think there was a song that said that Victoria's Secret was that she was designed by a dude.
Yeah, by Jax, I think.
Oh yes. But anyway, Victoria's Secret, the only thing about Victoria's Secret is to make it so, oh, you feel bad about your body? Well, buy our clothes. It'll make you feel better. And anything that preys on female or,
Insecurities of young people.
female at birth or, anyone that's in the transgender, non-binary spectrum, anything that can prey on their insecurities just should not be a brand that exists. Like,
I don't. I agree. I don't like Victoria's Secret.
like we already live in a society where mental health is so bad for everyone. Why do we need to have a clothing brand that says, "Oh, by the way, if you can't afford this $2,000 set of
I agree,
lingerie,
Goose. I
you are a
agree.
terrible person."
Sorry, I talked over you. I agree 100%. Ever since I got older and started having to shop in the plus size, I was never small as a kid either. I'm not like big. I'm not huge. I'm like right outside the realm of regular size in clothing, I've discovered. And it makes me feel like garbage about myself that I can't.
And
My friends will want to match outfits and I can't because they don't make that in plus size. And like plus size just makes me feel bad about
and it's not
myself.
that you're plus size really. It's that she has a big
It's that she's 4 foot
breasts.
9 and really tiny, and I am 5'2" and just a slight bit bigger.
I mean, the thing is that she's short, which means that the clothes she should have should be smaller, but she also has this thing called titties. She also has this thing called thighs. And it seems that like they don't give enough material to be giving in a certain area if you're big in a certain area. Like I would wear what I would consider very normal pants and they would not be able to fit me surely off the fact that they wouldn't fit my calves or they would not fit my thighs or they wouldn't. There's a trend going around um, Twitter right now of some artwork of guys pulling up pants, and that kind of issue would happen to me. But it's just that they would fit entirely in two of the three
Aiden,
areas,
you're
but not
correct.
mine.
I could put on a 2X shirt and it just fits so strangely. Like nothing fits me correctly, and it's like they're trying to make you hide your body. That's what I get the vibe from all plus size clothing. I've never really put on plus size clothing like accents anything. And that also really feeds into the, what is it called, drop shipping, like Shein and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Because these women see all this stuff and they have plus size clothing that looks a lot like their regular size clothing, and then that's bad for the environment.
Oh yes, uh, Ghost. I actually have thought about commissioning that artwork in particular, but for right now, I'm on vacation, so all my money is going towards vacation stuff.
Honestly, I'm not ever probably going to do a body reveal, but if I did, you can bet I'd be wearing something that's not hiding my body because I'm not ashamed of it. I mean, some days I am. Some days I wake up and I just want to put on a hoodie and just pretend like I don't exist. And other days I'm like, I am the hottest person that has ever walked this planet. And I'm really proud of myself for coming to that point because I have not been here very long.
Hmm.
All money goes to Disney World. That is correct.
Which is why we might be posting our Venmo in the chat soon. No, I'm kidding.
Honestly, love yourselves. You're all beautiful people. I know that for a fact.
Listen, all I know is that anyone that ever talks to me in a friendly manner has to be a beautiful person. I mean, they're hanging out with me.
I thought you were going to say has to be in love with you.
Ah, we're not going to deal with that. You assume that anyone that talks to me on anything is in love with me.
Jokingly.
Shh,
But the other day,
shh, you
you had
have
to talk
shit
to
me.
you had to talk to a cast member 3 times, and you're like, she's imagining baby names. She's in love with me. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to let her down easy. I can't move to Florida.
I was I was picking on you because that's usually how you go.
Goose, you gotta look in that mirror and tell yourself that you look amazing, because you know you do.
What's wrong with slugs?
I love slugs.
Slugs are cute.
I love
They're
snails
little
and
babies.
slugs.
You just hold them. You get a
Don't
little.
hold all of them. Some of them are not very friendly.
I can't die, so I hold all of them. Show it off.
My back is killing me. Sorry. Alright.
Anyway, slugs are adorable. Some of my favorite ones are the very brightly colored ones, especially the blue color. The ones that live in the ocean. Well, here's the thing, Aiden. I can do whatever I want because I am immortal. I do not recommend anyone just picking up random animals.
Yes, Snail King.
I am the Snail King.
That's. You need to change your name on Twitter. That's what you are now.
If if you want to go to war with the Snail King, well, escargot. But anyway, I just love little animals. Like the other day, we were in Magic Kingdom and we got to see a beautiful little squirrel.
It was a very, very, very large squirrel.
We were having a wonderful day. Do not body shame the squirrel. We were having a wonderful day enjoying a Disney waffle, a Mickey Mouse waffle with strawberries on top. For any of you who know where I'm talking about, we went to Sleepy Hollow, a very nice little place right outside of Magic Kingdom, or right inside Magic Kingdom, I'm sorry, right outside Main Street, USA, and we had an amazing time. The squirrel actually got a single strawberry
From
and
the
was
bushes.
just,
We didn't give it to them. We don't feed the wildlife things that they're not supposed to eat.
but it did find a dried up strawberry, probably from a very similar meal to what I ate.
Also, Psycho was gone to sleep. We found the table, and you know that's a very, very rare occurrence in Disney World. So
Not
I
for
was
me.
sitting there because it was early in the morning. Psycho was going to get his strawberry waffle, and we were going to sit there while he ate. And Peter Pan walked by while Psycho was gone, and I still don't think he believes me that he did. And he scared me so bad, I yelped. He said, "Hello!" And it scared me so bad. I went, and he said, "I'm sorry." And I still don't think Psycho believes that I saw Peter Pan.
I believe you, sweetie. Of course I do. Anyway,
Go get strawberry waffles, Aiden. They're very good.
always go get strawberry waffles. But back to the subject
Of the squirrel.
of the squirrel. Um, Prim seems to believe that I have the most amazing luck that anyone's ever had. I don't exactly agree with her. I just think I'm lucky on occasion. But some of the amazing things that have happened to us have been things like us going to Animal Kingdom. For those of you who do not know, in the Africa section of Animal Kingdom, they do indeed sell street corn, I believe is what it's called.
It's like grilled street corn. It's so good.
And in this street corn, it's just a corn on the cob, really. I don't know how else to explain it. Seasoned well. I don't know exactly what they season it with. It had a hint of what I believe was cinnamon. That's off subject. But because of how the street corn was cut for mine, they said this one is a little small. So we're going to give you two for the price of one.
If a fur character walked up behind me and tapped me on the shoulder, I would start screaming. I'm terrified of them.
Yes, street corn is my obsession. I have went to a couple things, and honestly, if you can cook a good street corn, you should. Like honestly, I've thought about doing cooking streams, and I might actually cook some like grilled corn or something with me and Prim. I thought that would be amazing, especially, since Prim and I both love to eat it, and I love to cook for her just as much as she loves to bake for me.
I love baking.
So, again, I might do that later on. That might be a very far off future stream,
Street corn's very good. It's just grilled corn.
which
It's very easy to make, and you put whatever spices you want to on it.
now I will say
It's so good.
that it is pretty much counterintuitive to what most cooking is, and that is you usually coat it with whatever flavoring after you're done cooking it, from what I've seen. And that's because
Mhm. Well, when we do it at home, we wrap it in tinfoil and put butter on it and let it like steam and grill that way.
Aiden,
But
I
here,
might be
I don't
not
know how
a
to do it.
professional VTuber, but I'm also never going to tease someone a cooking thing and not give the recipe. I absolutely hate it when you go on apps like TikTok, Instagram, or something like that,
The other day,
and they
someone
will
made this
prepare
amazing
an
looking soup on
amazing
TikTok.
dish and not give you the
No
recipe to it.
recipe.
Like,
She's like, this soup was amazing that I made last night. I was like, okay, how do you make it? Nothing. Crushed up Takis would probably be good. I don't like Takis personally, but that would probably honestly be very good. We had some in Epcot at the Flower and Garden Festival, and it had corn chips crushed up on it
corn chips crushed up
with
are
uh
delicious.
with some kind of cheese. I don't remember.
It. I'm going to say that this street corn basically tasted exactly like spicy Doritos.
Yeah,
It
it
wasn't.
wasn't my
It
favorite,
was not the exact same, but I think it was because it was a spicy seasoning with a corn chip.
but it wasn't spicy though. Like I was like, if it's gonna be advertised as spicy, make it spicy, and it wasn't.
But at the same time, it's advertised as spicy
That is my
for
pet
small
peeve.
kids.
Yeah, I guess so. My pet peeve is for them to give you the ingredients and then not give the portion for the ingredients. They're just like, add turmeric. I'm like, how much turmeric?
But
Do I add the whole bottle? Do I add a pinch? How much?
I will say, Aiden and Prim, I'm going to argue the exact opposite. I love when they just tell me the recipe because that means that I'm more in tune to experiment with which one I like more. Like, for instance, when we made that one recipe, white chicken chili, which was
Oh, it's so good.
her obsession, we actually did not use some of the ingredients. It called for diced tomato. We actually used a homemade rotel from one of our families, and it was amazing.
That's so sad that you only have canned corn. I'm sorry.
Oh, canned corn? Okay, so here's what you want to do, Aiden. You're going to get 1 can of canned corn. You're going to go get a can of black beans and a can of diced tomato.
I don't remember how to make white chicken
You are
chili.
then going to put all of that together. If you do you have an onion and a piece of chicken?
Not the silence.
It is not silence.
I know, but neither of us said anything. So it's silent. There's nothing wrong with canned vegetables, though. They're just as good. I mean, I love fresh vegetables, don't get me wrong. But with today's current inflation prices, canned vegetables are just as good.
Anyway, what you're going to want to do is cut up an onion, cook it on a very nice low heat. You're going to want to let that simmer. Add oil after you've gotten it to where you know the onion is fragrant. Then you are going to add your chicken breast. You can cut it up beforehand or you can leave it whole. That is up to you. Later on, you're going to wait until the chicken is thoroughly cooked.
He said he's vegetarian. Or they.
Oh
I'm so sorry, I
no,
don't know your.
no chicken?
I try to keep up with everyone's, but I forget sometimes.
I don't know a good substitute for chicken. Obviously, I'm not vegetarian, so
It kind of defeats the whole purpose of the dish.
it is because it is white chicken chili. But honestly, you can get a lot of the flavors from
Yeah, but I don't know the recipe. by heart, and I think you're missing some stuff.
I'm not. You cook the onions. You
Okay, good. I didn't want to be mean and misgender someone.
did I accidentally call Aiden?
I had said he, and I was like, oh wait, I think it is. Is tofu good? I've never had it. I've never had the opportunity
Beans.
to try it.
Oh, actually, you could probably replace it with rice and some good kind of seasoning. Like not a chicken seasoning, but like something that is supposed to be used good on chicken. You could probably substitute that. Basically, I'm trying to give you a white chicken chili recipe, but you could probably make it a white rice recipe, and it'd still be pretty good. It's just black beans, diced tomatoes slash rotel if you want to add a rotel, because honestly, a little bit of spice to it would go a long way. Black beans, corn, grilled onions, a little bit of garlic. Obviously, you
Me
add
too,
garlic to
Goose. Me
everything.
too.
That is the rule.
I'm
You
gonna find
always
someone that knows what they're doing and make it.
you always add garlic. That is the rule to everything. Add garlic. Whether or not it's garlic powder when you want to season something, or if it's just straight garlic when you want to add it to a recipe. Garlic on
Oh
everything.
no. You gotta find some southern white people. They know what they're doing.
Aiden, what seasonings do you have in your house? Anything besides salt and pepper. You should be
That's
able
not
to.
even seasoning at this point. I have to remember that we're an hour ahead and we have to go, and
You must put garlic powder on everything.
garlic powder's life.
All of them? Okay,
Garlic and onion on everything. Yes,
so
Goose,
what you're
yes.
going to want to do is you're going to grab your TexJoy, the Texas-based seasoning that you have because you
So
have all the
good.
seasonings.
It's so good. I've never been to Texas, but it's so good.
Now you told me you have every seasoning, so then you're going to grab your.
I don't want this to be cooking advice stream. But
I
Psycho just keeps going. I keep trying to change the subject, and he's like, nope, back to cooking.
I love cooking. That is one of my passions is cooking. As a former king that conquered the world several times over
What time did we tell the housekeeper to come back?
in an hour,
What time was that?
about an hour ago.
Oh no. Oh, you're from Texas. Cool. You guys have really good seasoning.
Yes, not exactly um anything else.
Ow! I hit my head. We do too. We do too. We have so much chili powder. It's like every time it's on sale, Psycho's like, we need chili powder. We
Well,
don't cook that much stuff with chili powder.
well, that's because you don't want me to cook my recipe for, spicy Italian pasta.
It's spicy Cajun Alfredo. I don't even know if that's Italian.
Alf Alfredo is Italian.
Is it?
Yes.
I love margaritas.
So, what? I was not paying attention to
I'm
the
really
chat.
exposing
So,
myself.
being, so her just looking at me and saying, I love margaritas was just
I
very
do.
confusing.
I've had 2 drinks today. I'm just a lightweight.
I am not a tequila person.
I am.
I am very much a vodka, whiskey.
You are not a whiskey person.
I love whiskey.
You are not a whiskey person. You are
I
not a
love
whiskey
whiskey.
person. You are not a moonshine person.
I love moonshine.
Spicy brownies sound really good.
You know, it's another thing I really like? Wine.
I don't like wine.
Bull. You love wine.
I don't like
You
wine.
destroyed that bottle of wine the other day.
What bottle of wine?
You know exactly what bottle of wine.
The big one?
The
That I
pink
had
one?
one glass out of?
No.
That we bought in like January?
No. Do you not remember we went on that other vacation? This is some months ago, obviously.
Oh, that was a long time. I was, I was, I don't even know how many shots of moonshine in. I do not remember drinking wine.
No, I think you were right. It was about August. Um, we had went on a mountain trip,
It was,
whether it was the Rockies or Appalachians, I don't really remember. But we went on
we
a trip,
travel a lot.
and
I hate wine also.
oh my gosh, you're a baby. I'm sorry, I forgot that you were a child. An absolute.
I'm only 22, so I've only been doing this for 2 years. I'm just an alcoholic.
Oh, okay. I didn't know I had an alcoholic for a fiance.
Well, you do now.
Well, I
I'm
do
not an alcoholic, by the way.
now,
I'm joking. I only drink on vacation.
and every other day of the week.
That's not funny. That's really not funny.
Yeah, really not funny. But is it wrong?
Yes, it's wrong.
uh, well, let's get back to talking about how amazing our vacation is.
20's still a baby. I'm sorry. Sorry,
20 is
Goose.
still a baby. You're a child, my friend Toast.
Legal drinking age is also 21 for us.
You're all children in my eyes. A child. No.
I quote Vines at least 5 times a day.
Ooh.
Anyway.
So anyway, we are in Florida, as you could tell, from us talking about the great Disney World.
I want to go to Disneyland one day. I've been to Disney World a few times now. Same about the smoking age. I don't smoke. It's gross. I don't vape. It's gross. I don't do any of that. It's gross.
Here's the thing. I want to go to
I enjoy ginger beer.
I want to go to Disneyland. I want to go to Disneyland with friends. Like I want to go over there and like hang out with some people. So I don't know. Maybe someday I'll get some people that like live in California or something like that. And I'll go hang out with them.
That's exactly why I want to go to Disneyland, because you just have to get in a certain mindset when you come to Disney World. Like, you're going to be pushed. You're going to be shoved. There's going to be people walking in front of you. I just don't personally like smoking. It's just kind of gross to me. Someone very close to me died because of it. Not my thing. Your thing, good for you. Not mine. I do understand it's very difficult to quit, though. I do understand that.
Yes, we do. While I do say it's a bad habit and I don't let anyone, I don't recommend it for anyone, I will say that if you do smoke, I hope that someday you'll be able to quit. But I'm not going to like shame you into it. Like you smoke, gasp, terrible person.
I want to go to Legoland so bad, but Psycho doesn't like Legos. I love Legos. I
I
have a
stepped on them, and now they're my enemy.
I have an unhealthy obsession with building Legos. My office at home is just little Lego figures and like this Guardians of the Galaxy ship, and like I have Groot, and I have a bunch of little Star Wars ones, and I have the little bonsai tree with the flowers that are frogs, and I have
You will
lots.
stop right now and let me tell you. I gave her an entire house in our.
An
I
entire
gave her
room.
an entire room in our house just for her to put her Legos and her little trinkets, and it is
My treat.
almost full.
It's my office. I stream in there. Well, I don't stream. I've never streamed by myself. But
I do need to start doing that,
I
but
will one
honestly,
day,
right
maybe.
now, we're getting close to the point where we might be able to.
I love Legos. My inner child was deprived of them as a I was deprived of them as a child. My parents didn't like them. They're too expensive. So I guess I'm just making up for all that now.
Making up for lost time. But there's nothing wrong with that, right?
Yes, we are Southern. Yes.
Yes, unfortunately, whenever I took her to this universe, we ended up being in the South. So we ended up picking up that dialect.
We have kids that in our families that we travel with. So that's what I would want to. I would want to take them to Legoland, not just me go to Legoland. But like,
We don't have kids, don't we?
we personally do not have kids. We have kids in our families,
We have children that are
a
related
part of
to
our
us.
families.
The way that you
Um,
worded that to begin with made it
we do
sound
not have kids. I do not have a child. Do not wish that upon me.
I do not have a child neither, or at least none that I am aware of.
What? Honestly, I am living out my ideal childhood as an adult. I'm in Disney World. Never got to do that as a kid. Um,
She's
I
with
went to Six
a very
Flags, one
handsome
of the Six
king.
Flags parks. Never got to do that as a kid.
Don't even talk about Six Flags. They did me dirty.
Wait, I'm not going to talk about that. Um,
That might be another stream. How Six Flags did me dirty.
that's all it's going to be called. It's just going to be Psycho. No, no Prim, just Psycho.
Just an hour or two long rant about how they did me dirty.
I would not go to Legoland by myself, but I will go to Disney World by myself. I will. I'm not ashamed. I love roller coasters. I want to go to Universal. Never been to Universal. But I know that the kids in our family would love it. I love plushies. I have so many.
You bought a plushie at the store.
I have so many.
What was it of? Because Prim very much wants to have.
He's only mad because I only have the gigantic ones, like, the huge ones like they sell around Valentine's Day. That's all I have. I don't have any small ones. I have two small ones. Um, I have a gigantic mammoth. I have a gigantic koala. I have a gigantic octopus. I have a gigantic bear. There's a squishmallow. I'm not a big squishmallow person though. I have a lot. Oh, and I have a Winnie the Pooh squishmallow. Love Winnie the Pooh. We love dinos. And Grayson's a cute name. Psycho, you zoned out again.
No, I did not zone out. I was simply just having a good time listening to you. Anyway, I love Rudolph. I do love a dinosaur. Dinosaurs have always been my obsession. I actually did get to see a couple of them, and while I will say they do differ from universe to universe depending on which one you go to, feathers, no feathers, they're all pretty much assholes. I mean, I will say we have an idealized version of them where they're either A, super predators from, the Jurassic Parks, or these majestic animals. But you also have to think about it. They are just animals. A squirrel will walk up a power line and get shocked. Sometimes you'll just look and you'll be like, oh, that's a cute little triceratops. And then he accidentally falls into water that he's standing right next to. And then you try to help it because you're like, oh, that poor little triceratops. Not knowing that that was the baby triceratops and the mom did not like that you touched the baby.
I like squishmallows. They're just very expensive. And Psycho does not like me to buy them because I come home with one and he's like, Prim, how much was that? Like, none of your business. And then it's me hiding in the corner of my office while he yells at me for spending my money on squishmallows.
The thing is that you don't use them. You just kind of sit them there. They just sit there. They do
What am I
nothing.
supposed to do with them?
You at least have a couple of them pillows that you cuddle. Some of them you do you not once have I seen you actually use like any of the squishmallows. You don't lay on them. So I don't know. It's
I
just
don't want to hurt
confusing.
them. No, I'm just kidding. Exactly. It's my money. I worked at my job to make that money. I pay my bills. My bills are paid.
because I like you, Aiden, but you're wrong. Crocodiles and sharks are not descendants of dinosaurs. They were around the same time as dinosaurs and therefore have prehistoric relatives back then. But no, there were crocodiles and sharks during that time. In fact, there were actually some crocodiles and sharks
Oh,
that
you got it
ate
started now.
dinosaurs. Listen, we let you go on your tangent about talking about things that you thought were interesting. Why do you go, oh, there he goes now, the second that I start talking about my thing?
Because you will go on and on and on and on and on. We will miss dinner. We will miss our trip home. We will miss everything.
Aiden, I will tell you anything you want to know about dinosaurs.
Anyway, this is very fun. I enjoy this. I'm having a good time.
Yeah, we probably won't. We're going to come back probably. We'll be heading home Monday about. Yeah. I might stream then, but pretty much,
Sunday or Monday we'll stream. Or
huh?
you can stream.
I might stream. I've thought about playing some Magic the Gathering, just me, or we might do another One Brain Cell. I have not really thought about it yet.
We're still trying to get everything worked out.
Next One Brain Cell, Psycho talks about dinosaur facts.
That could just be it. That's all. Anyway,
Thank y'all so much. Honestly, it's just a delight that we got to talk to you two.
it does mean a lot that
Yes.
you said it's
Um,
fun. Just listening to us ramble about literally the stupidest stuff.
actually have a dinner reservation coming up pretty soon, so we might need
Yeah,
to get
I gotta
ready.
take a shower. I'm covered in
Um,
sunscreen.
so we're going to go now, but I'm going to have to do the YouTube thing. So, if you did like this video, leave a like, and if you aren't subscribed, do that.
Bye, Aiden. Bye, Goose.
Bye, guys.